Hey everybody, welcome to Passing Time with Will and Dan, where we answer your goofy questions, whether they be serious, hypothetical, or ridiculous. Oh yeah, almost forgot to introduce who I was. This is Dan Sedamrini.
And this is William.
So we're like halfway through January at this point. And I've had, I think it was actually last week we talked about resolutions, and I think I said like I didn't have any, but I made one for myself. I think it was 2 days ago, and it's already gone to shit. I told myself not that I was either gonna like cut out caffeine or like soda or anything kind of like that. It was just I was gonna not have any caffeine after about noon. And because I thought, like, I don't really sleep very well. And it's probably because at, like, midnight I'm still drinking soda. Yeah. And so I was like, if I quit about, like, midday, like, after lunch, like, no soda after lunch. But, like, it's 4 p.m. and I'm drinking a Coke Zero, not a sponsor. The crisp deliciousness.
Wait, what does Coke Zero not have in it though? Is it just sugar, or it has caffeine though, right?
It has no calories. I think it's just carbonated water, color, acid, phosphoric acid. God, I don't know. Yep, and the last ingredient is caffeine.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's a different sugar or something. I don't know. It's fine. Yeah. It's good. I'd prefer the vanilla version, but like really? nobody has it.
I don't like the vanilla. I don't like vanilla Coke. I don't like.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'm not sure because it's been a little while since I've had a vanilla thing.
Yeah.
And I think we talked about it at some point, but like, I had Pepsi vanilla, whatever zero version of Pepsi is. Yeah. And it was. Pepsi I realized that it was gross. Right. Yeah. So I'm afraid now if I do it with Coke, it'll be the same thing. Right. But anyway, yeah. So I thought that like I'd freaking, maybe sleep a lot better and whatever. Right. But it didn't work.
See, that doesn't affect me at all because sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night and go drink like an entire Mountain Dew and go back to bed.
Really?
I'll be thirsty and I'm just like, delicious Mountain Dew. And I'll go back to sleep.
Yeah, not water. I'll just drink I
don't have any.
Do the Dew.
If I had like a bottle, I don't have any bottled water, so I'd have to get a cup and then do the thing.
Too many steps for you.
Yeah, I did because the light from the ice dispenser and that's loud, and then there's light, and I can just like get a nice cold, refreshing Mountain Dew.
But isn't the fridge have a giant light inside of it?
Yeah, but I can blindly I know where the Mountain Dew is.
You can just shut your eyes.
I just shut my eyes and let my heart guide me to the Mountain Dew.
Oh my God, that could be their new motto.
Just shut your fucking eyes and let your heart lead you.
Yes. Do the Dew. Shut your fucking eyes.
The Bird Box Mountain Dew Challenge.
Oh my God. Yeah. I so it's like day 2 of the no caffeine after, and like at like 4:00 I felt like I was gonna die.
Yeah, I mean I think noon's too early.
Yeah,
because, I mean what time do you normally go to bed?
Like it's like midnight to 2.
Yeah, that's way too early then. You should say no caffeine after like 6.
Oh, okay. It's 4 now.
Yeah, just like no caffeine after dinner.
Okay.
Yeah. That's reasonable.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like I don't know. I definitely crashed and I actually took a nap on day 2 and it messed me up. So now I'm completely gone off it. Probably the shortest amount of time ever that anyone has ever given up on their thing, but whatever.
Yeah.
Also, let's get into some questions. We got a bunch. Everybody, thank you. We got actually we at least got one review. on iTunes, which was
Hey.
great. Yeah, and it was really great.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
It was real nice. And also shout out to Neutral Galaxy on Twitter. Thank you. He said something really nice. I think he tagged
I
you.
think I saw it. Yeah.
It was real nice. So if you want to leave a review, that actually helps us out a lot on iTunes. Okay, so we got a bunch actually, and thank you to everybody who's actually started listening. Thanks to the because I plugged it on the ChefCon Q&A thing.
Yeah.
And we got a bunch of subscribers on YouTube, so thank you for that. So let's see here. This is actually from Josh Salier on Twitter. What are some jobs that you've had in the past? Do you want to start this one, Will? Or
Sure. I've pretty much always worked in like grocery stores.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. You do. Also, you don't have to.
I work at this place at this address.
Come visit.
Come visit me at work and get me fired.
Yeah. Yeah. Please. You don't have to say where, but yeah.
But yeah. Let's see. Yeah. My first job was in a grocery store. Actually, the same grocery store I work at now, just like a different location.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then I left there and worked at another grocery store. I've worked at a comic book store.
Oh, really?
Yep. Okay. That's about it. Besides just like helping my parents and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
My mom used to have a cleaning business that I would help her do.
Okay.
So that was always fun, going into people's houses and like looking at all their stuff.
Is it a little weird doing that kind of?
Most of them were like beach houses or condos and stuff. So
just like
it's not like all their personal items everywhere.
Well, yeah. It's like painting of seashells and
not like their kids and stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things like when you stay at a hotel. I don't know. It's always weird. Like that somebody like a stranger is going to be like near and around your stuff, but you just kind of like kind of throw it out there. For me, I besides like what you said, like I don't know, helping around the house or whatever.
Right.
Like mowing the grass for forever. I worked. My first job with like a W-2 was at Chick-fil-A, or should I just say a chicken company?
The chicken company that loves Jesus. Jesus' chicken store.
Jesus. I worked at Jesus's chicken store, for like until I graduated high school, and then, out of college I worked at a production company. We got to make some neat commercials. I think I talked about it before. Like we made a national spot for a different, besides Jesus's chicken store, a different other chicken store restaurant, which was pretty neat. And then worked at Jesus's chicken store again. And then I was like in the dining room. This was all in Jacksonville, Florida. And then 2 years ago, moved up here, started actually doing the social media for the Jesus' Chicken people, or chicken, whatever. And then I'm no longer there, and now I'm doing a social media for a different place that I won't mention, so we don't get bombarded with people and comments.
Yep.
And then I get fired from that, so... But yeah, and then just doing freelance for Steven now, which is fun. And I started doing freelance for I don't think I can actually announce it, so I won't say who it's for. But I started doing editing work for another
PewDiePie.
No, God no. But yeah, it's which is really exciting, and it's a new development. So. Yeah, I mean, I definitely have some stories from there. Yeah. There was a time where there was somebody had pooped. Well, I mean, it was a child. A grown man pooped in the playground. No, it was a child had like pooped, and I think they were just wearing a diaper. or just like shat just went down their legs or something. I don't know. It was either like a tall baby that shouldn't continue having a diaper, or it was just a child and like the underwear isn't the best at keeping shit.
And a couple turds rolling out.
Yeah. And it was...
Be free, my stinky boys.
God. Yeah, I'll just say that I was questioning my life decisions at that point. But yeah, I mean, do you have any weird stories or like anything like
from like work
disturbing or? Well, I don't know.
Like when my very first job working at a grocery store was doing like like bagging groceries, like cleaning up and stuff like that. And like there was a few times when you'd go in the bathroom and you're like, yeah. But at most grocery stores have drains in the bottom of the floors in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
So you can just close the bathroom down, hook a hose up to underneath the sink, and you can just spray the whole bathroom down.
Yeah.
Which is much nicer than having to like mop it up.
Oh God, yeah.
So
somebody had there was a it was actually here. Somebody whenever I was doing dining room up here for a bit at the Jesus Chicken place, and somebody the visual that I could only like the only I guess way that this would happen is if the person was like hovering over the toilet, but like, did you ever see Bad Grandpa?
I don't think I did. No.
Okay, well, there's a part where he basically like fake shits all over the wall.
Oh, that happens. Like all I think with like old people specifically. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't all over the walls. It was like it was if they like had to go so bad that they could only had time to like pull down their pants but like not sit down.
Yeah.
And it just like shotgunned. Yeah, it was real great. Sorry for that visual image, but it was real bad. Yeah, so I've definitely had my share of fun shit time.
Fun shit time.
But yeah, God, yeah. There's it's gotten to a point now where whenever I see somebody at a fast food job, I'm like, you keep doing it, buddy. You.
Yep.
So thank you, Josh, for that question. So Neutral Galaxy, who said all those nice things, also sent us a question. He said, time to be hipsters. Oh, God. What's something that is so popular for either valid or crummy reasons that you really dislike, hate? Which he said, for example, I liked Frozen when it came out. Thought it was well put together and enjoyable. As soon as it blew up in popularity, I disliked it a ton. I don't know. I generally like I don't know. It's one of those things where like I don't like something because it's like super famous.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of things that like I like knew about before they blew up.
Yeah. That's definitely more of things that like I was super when Community came out. I mean, since it was announced, this was before I knew that Chevy Chase was a dick. I really was looking forward to it because I really liked Joel McHale, really liked Chevy Chase. I think I had heard about Donald Glover with like
That's
his
how I
improv.
came to know about Community. Was
from really?
Donald Glover, because like I used to watch all their YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
And then like his music and even his stand-up stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I was super excited about that. Like I remember actually what's it called? It's like the season pass on iTunes. I remember actually like pre-ordering it before the show came out.
Right.
Yeah, it was super great. I mean, it definitely hasn't blown up in that term, but like people love it.
I don't know. There's not much like that.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like
if I like something and it like I don't know, it being popular wouldn't ruin it for me.
Yeah.
If it changed because it became popular, I could see that.
Oh, yeah.
But it just because, a bunch of, more people like it, it doesn't like affect how I enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh God, another example for, I mean, not the hating because it became famous, but I knew it before it blew up.
Yeah.
Was Rhett and Link.
Right.
They were living, or no, not living. They were working in a basement in Lillington, North Carolina, which is like 3 hours from here, I think. It's outside of Raleigh. And I went and visited them, which was neat. This was like in 2008, 2007 maybe.
Yeah.
And now, all this time later, they're ginormous.
Yeah.
It was actually it's actually been really nice. Like we've sent emails and stuff back to each other because I actually interned with them back in 2008. And they had a show this past year in Raleigh at like the North Carolina State Fair.
Yep.
So I got to sit in the family section, which was neat, but also kind of awkward because nobody knew who I was. Besides, I think it was Link's grandma, because she actually stopped by and would like drop off food sometimes, which was really nice. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I don't really know any. Like, I don't know. Not to say that I don't have good taste, but like, I don't think I'm like able to distinctly like figure out like, oh, this person's gonna be huge, or like, I don't know. It's just one of the things. Anyway,
trying to think like maybe YouTube people that I found before.
Oh yeah.
Like I was subscribed to Bo Burnham in like 2006.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like when YouTube first started, that was like when he was just a kid in his like attic on the shitty piano.
Yeah. And now he's huge.
Yeah. Him. Who else? Yeah. I don't know. That's like the only like I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen George. No.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric on Twitter, Eric Elrod asks, can we get longer podcasts in the future? I mean, maybe. I mean, it depends. Like if we have a guest on and it seems to be like,
and it runs long, yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like,
yeah, I think this format does well with like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
If we ever changed it and it, it went from, us answering questions to maybe if we like bring topics to the podcast or something, and something like that. Yeah.
I mean that's one thing that like people can like. What are your thoughts on this, or what's your thoughts on this? Yeah. Let's see. There was somebody who sent in a question. Oh yeah. Okay. So okay. I'm gonna make sure to get this right because he's told me multiple times that I've been saying it wrong, both on Twitter and on YouTube. Blaster Cadre, not Cater.
Yeah.
Ask. I'm pretty sure you're both played D&D. Just nerd out for a segment on that. Like, what's your favorite moment in a game? What class or race are you looking forward to play next? Got any tips for noobs? So I've only played D&D once.
Yeah.
And that was actually, that's on YouTube. You can look it up.
Yep.
Will was there too. That was like the second time I think we ever hung out, maybe.
Yeah. I've only ever played, that time and then the campaign before that. Well, those two campaigns playing with Steven and friends.
Yeah. If you just look up Steven and Friends.
Yeah, and then that's been over a year now.
Yeah.
Or it just
it's 2 years.
Is it 2 years now?
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I forgot everything, so I don't remember anything.
Yeah, there's actually exclusive here. Only you can hear it here. There's been talks about like us doing
D&D
again
on like lunch bunch
during lunch bunch, like getting the food. We basically for those who don't know, we meet like every Wednesday at a random place. Don't stalk us.
You can't join the group.
Yeah, you can't join the group. Even if you show up and we happen to be there,
we won't talk to you.
Yeah, we'll ignore you until you go away. So like the plan is to at some point soon, some point being January, we'll like meet up at lunch, get it to go, I guess, or just
eat quickly.
Just eat quickly.
Because we usually stay for at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
So we could just like cut that down to like half an hour and then go play D&D for a few hours.
Yeah. It'd be super fun. I think for that I'm definitely going to be going back as Han Judgman.
Yep.
Who for those who like Harmon Quest, which is a great animated / real show.
Yep.
Whenever John Hodgman was on it, that was his character's name, and he was a wizard who made sandwiches. And so like I made every room smell like bread. Yeah. I honestly like I don't think I contributed really at all to that whole thing, and it was like a 12-hour day. But yeah, it's I just love the do whatever you want aspect of it.
Yeah, that's the funnest part of D&D is there's no like set path or anything. It's just whatever you want to do. Even though if you don't follow the path, your TM usually gets mad. Yeah, I know. It's definitely one of those things, and I feel like I'm definitely gonna this next time around be a lot better to the DM or the main the game master. Just because like there were points where like it was like the end of the day, and like Thomas was trying to like wrap it up, and I was just like. And that was also weird because like that wasn't supposed to be the last time we played, but Thomas was moving, so it had to like that's not something that you can like Skype over. So he just kind of had to roll the last few sessions all into one, and we had to plow through it.
Yeah, I had I definitely like messed them with a point where like there were some guards. And like it seemed like they were going to be trouble, and so like I just like for a few minutes kept like messing with him, and then he was like, "They fall over dead," and it was just like, oh. But yeah, it's super fun. I don't really know if I have any tips.
No,
just because it's only once.
Don't treat it like a video game. I guess that's the biggest thing. Don't expect to like level up and be. Like D&D is more about like having fun, like with your imagination, and not like the game mechanics. Yeah. I mean that can definitely be a thing that like someone can focus on. It's like, no, you're missing the whole thing. Yep.
Well, great. Well, that's actually I guess gonna be it for this week. We're gonna have to record a couple. I'm actually gonna be going to. A foreign country in like 2 weeks, so we're gonna record a couple. So send us a bunch of questions, and and if you want to do that, you can actually on Twitter use the hashtag #PassingTimeCast. You can also at us if you want to.
Yep.
I'm at MotionDan.
And I'm at WSal93.
And you can also, if you don't want to do that, if you like don't have Twitter, you can email us passingtimecast@gmail.com. We've been getting a couple questions, but you can send it over there too. And if you're listening to this on YouTube, hello, thanks for subscribing.
Yep.
Hit that bell. Oh God.
Smash that motherfucking like button, baby.
And you can like leave a comment below and ask us. And
Brenda, you dumb bitch! If you don't hit that bell,
Brenda. Oh yeah. Brenda, thank you for sending.
I didn't forget. We named our fans Brenda.
Yeah. For those who missed the last episode, we are now calling you, referring to you as Brenda, all of you.
Collectively, you are one.
Yeah, there's a couple of people that were like, oh yeah, I guess I'm going to legally change my name now to Brenda.
Do it.
Do it. And if you like the theme song, that was I've Been Seeing Things by They Might Be Giants. Go check them out. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. Leave us a review on iTunes if you like it. If you don't like it, why are you still listening? I mean, you must like it if you still are at this point. Yeah. Without further ado, I guess. Bye, Brenda.
Bye, Brenda.
Bye, Brenda.